You see what it do. You need this right here, my G. Yes, man. Pick one, any one, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Never mind that, it's still going. Yeah, but once again, like I said, artists tap in, man. We filling up fast, man. I don't know if y'all can see, but I know y'all can see. You feel me? As you call, we get you scheduled. You know what I'm saying? As the requests come in. Yeah. You
Get
know what I'm
here.
saying?
Tap in with these guys, man. Been doing this shit for too long now. Tap
Yes,
in.
sir.
Original Southside.
Get your mic.
Yes,
And
sir.
That's where you feel comfortable.
yeah.
That's there. It's there.
Yes, sir. Getting it all the way ready, getting the final tweaks. Yeah. Welcome to the Cypha Podcast Show, man. I'm your boy Jay Swin, aka the Big Homie. I got my man's
OT Zapp.
Hey, you know what time it is, man. OT Zapp. If you don't know, you better know. You're gonna know when we done.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, getting off into this situation right here, man. Talk to them. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Tell them a little bit about yourself, let me say.
All right. Well, I'm OT Zapp. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist. Been out here about on and off about 15 years. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, East Sider. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I'm fucking with the podcast. I'm fucking with Cypha since I've been out here youngin', man. So, by the time I made it out here, man, for real. I ain't gonna cap to you about time.
So you said 15 plus in the game, huh?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So what all? How many projects you done put out since then, man? Just over the course of the year for songs. You know?
Songs wise, I say probably about 15, 20 songs.
Mhm.
I ain't dropping no EP or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I was just strictly on just keep coming hit after hit after hit. You know what I'm saying? Hungry. You gotta be hungry to want this shit. You know what I mean? So I was very hungry, and you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Out the course of doing it, you know what I mean, being serious with it, I enjoyed it. But it definitely got me real big headed, so I had to humble myself.
You know, sometimes it's easy to do, man, because being an artist, you know, you got a little bit of power getting on that stage, being able to control the room, you know what I'm saying, and just being able to create music that people like. Sometimes it'll do that to you.
Yeah.
But I tell you this too, man. You know, I've been in the game for some years too, man, and you gotta have that alter ego. You gotta have it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't really not feel yourself if you expect somebody else to feel you. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. No lie, no lie. Hey, man, straight humble, man. If you ain't humble with this shit, when you going into doing it, man, be straight humble. That's all I gotta say, you know what I'm saying? Just go for your dreams, chase them. Hungry, though. Don't be half-assed doing stuff, man.
So, have you always been a solo artist, or have you had groups, or have you had other artists underneath you? Talk to us a little bit about your structure.
Shout out Drosky, man. On Smoke Out Drosky. I was a duo once upon a time back in 2022.
Okay.
We was doing the dual shit, and then you know, he fell back on rapping. You know what I mean? Take care of his wife and kids, understandable. So I just went solo.
Yeah, for
solo
sure.
and started just turning up by myself.
One thing for certain, man, the grind don't stop, right?
Yes, sir.
No matter what, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, one player can't stop the show, you know? So I definitely dig that. What you got coming now? What you working on now, man?
Right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just put out my last hip hop song a couple weeks ago, and that was called Pressure.
Oh, okay.
And so now I switched over to the gospel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah.
for
So
sure.
I ain't even doing the hip hop no more. You know, they can have it. They can have it. I rather, you know, get my life together, you know, give my life to God, you know what I'm saying, fully.
Congratulations
you know
on that, man.
Show him something different.
Giving his life up, man.
You
You know what I'm saying?
saying?
Give him a round of applause for that, people, man. That's something right there. That take a lot, you know what I'm saying? Not only to be able to find yourself, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time represent it and then move forward with your talent, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so what's going to be different, you think? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
other than content, clearly.
Y'all about to get a whole different OT. That's all I'm gonna say. The vibe already got some songs like lined up. Been doing my verses, getting them right. I've been doing on the gospel side. I've been on the hush hush, so I've been doing it about 5 months now strong, you know, just
Congratulations.
getting my vocabulary right, and you know what I mean, making sure when I do put out projects that it's a meaning behind everything. I don't want to
Yeah.
throw out, you know what I'm saying, shade. I ain't trying to be no backslider. I ain't trying, you know what I mean? I'm me. So a lot of people that see me be like, dang, OT, why you stop doing this hip hop? And I tell them like, man, it's a better look on life, you know what I'm saying? Steady putting out drill music.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this too, man. You ain't stopped doing hip hop for real. You just stopped doing secular music. So one thing about music, man, is it's definitely what it comes from within.
Yeah.
So you know, we move on and grow. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when we get to different crossroads in life and different chapters in life, we definitely got to represent different
Yeah.
and walk different. You know what I mean? So being that you've been working on this for the last 5 months, man, what have you noticed different about the way people may respond or even treat you? Because I know it's a different walk of life now, and some people may not grasp that or understand it. What have you come across and encountered?
Nothing but positivity, to be honest with you.
Sure.
A lot of people like me on the drill music and stuff like that, but they just ready to see what OT got on for God, you know what I'm saying, not for the streets. So I'm about to give them straight fire. And I'm telling you this now, man. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
On your music, man. Don't let nobody switch your feelings or anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you this right now, it's a lot of haters and they watching, man. You know what I'm saying? They watching your every move to steal every idea that come out your head or out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So
I tell you what, man, over the years, one thing that I've learned, excuse me, is that without haters, man, there's no gauge on where you at for real. Because you know the haters is what it really keeps you going. Because at the end of the day, man, people don't realize negative publicity is publicity.
yeah,
So if you got 20,000 people saying Swin is trash, Swin ain't no good, Swin this, Swin that, guess what? All 20,000 of those people tuning in. So once they formulate their own opinion, guess what you done did? You know, put Swin up to the next level. You know, so at the end of the day, man, hate, I receive hate and I love it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine off camera, the last interview, and we was talking about how, you know, you get on something like this, man, and you might get 20 likes and 20 views or whatnot, rather.
Yeah.
But while you going live, but then give it an hour, next thing you know, you got 574 views. So it's almost like, you know, it's one of those things, man, where it kind of seemed like people are scared to be them, because it's like, if I don't rock with you, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean Screech don't rock with you.
Yeah,
That don't mean the next man don't rock with you. So, you know, I'm me. You know, if I rock with you heavy, then I'm gonna speak that.
Yeah.
I don't care who around me don't rock with you. That's their business.
Right.
But people don't move like that, man. And it's just interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, man, good talent is undeniable, right?
Yeah, but when it's coming from your own city though, and we small, we we should be able to come together, you know. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Baby All of them, you know what I mean? So when you look at a big city like that, and where I come from, they back each other up. No matter the beef, no matter anything, you know what I'm saying? They elevate it.
And you know what else too, man? If you really look at the Michigan scene, they all stick together.
Yeah.
Look at Rio the Young OG, you know what I'm saying? Peasy, Babyface Ray. You know what I'm saying? OG Mike, they all stick together for real. Like, they blocks, you know what I'm saying? They sides of town. And it's crazy because even in our small city, you don't even get that.
No, because they want to be in competition. They want to see who viewing what and who doing what around here instead of coming together and, you know what I'm saying, making the city hot. Like, Lorraine is on fire. We got a lot of artists out here that's doing their thing. It's on fire from the south, west, Illyria, like, you name it. Like, it's out here, but we ain't gonna get nowhere if everybody want to be competing and, you know what I'm saying?
So being outside for, like you said, 15 plus, man, why do you think that is? Like, I have yet to really figure out myself, why is that? You know what I'm saying? That's the question I'm asking. Why is that?
When they see them doors opening, they just want them to close before you even step through them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So me being, you know what I mean? Me being where I'm at now in this rap music, like, man, I'm happy I switched over. Because I'm watching all the beefs that's going on, and you know what I'm saying? Even though, yeah, you making a name of yourself, but at the end of the day, you ain't doing nothing but putting a bad look, you know what I'm saying, on what you got going on.
You know, it's interesting too, because like you said, man, a small city is a blessing and a curse. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, when you get into something like hip hop that's so uh, competitive, you know what I'm saying, so prideful, the egos that the artists that we carry, you know what I'm saying, with that, you know, you almost can't do things for the sport.
Yeah.
Because it's always gonna spill over into something else. I mean, now I'm respecting what's going on because I see what it is, but you know, at the end of the day, man, I just tell everybody, like I said, do what you do and stay in your lane. You feel me?
Yeah.
Never get baited out your lane for real.
Yeah. And you don't stay in your own lane, and you go in somebody else's lane, and then as soon as you try to get over back in your lane, you fumbling.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Man, time after time.
Yeah, for
You know
real.
What I'm saying? There was
Real.
somebody- I mean, we can list probably at least, I'm talking about quick, fast, nasty, like 20 different groups or artists over the past 10 years that had it.
Yeah.
That got in their own way for real. You know what I'm saying?
And that ain't gonna lie to you. That's exactly what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Start blowing up on the music. Everybody seeing what I'm doing. I'm going and doing shows with Shada Baby and them in Detroit and all that. And then it got to my head, and I started losing my thoughts and losing my mind because I'm like, man, the females watching, these dudes watching. You know what I mean? I'm a whole married man. What I'm worried about everybody else watching me for. So I got real big headed. So I left it alone for a whole year straight. Actually, the reason why I left it alone, my father died.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Appreciate it, man. He died in 2020, the beginning of 2023.
Oh, okay.
So once he passed away, I told him, like, if you go, like, ain't no more of this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to blow up while he watching from the sky. Even though that's something he wanted, that ain't what I want.
I respect
You know what I mean? So I just was like, you know what? Just do something different, bro. It's time to be different instead of trying to be like everybody else.
If you don't mind me asking, are you still married?
Yeah, yeah.
So how do you balance a family and music at the same time?
Oh, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's real hard. I work Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fit time in there. If you ain't got time for music, it ain't your dream. It ain't nothing for you to chase.
I get it. But like I said, when you married, man,
it's hard. It's real hard.
Keeping the family together, you know.
Ain't no going to the clubs, doing no shows, none of that by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, wifey, my stylist, so she dressed me up. She gave me, you know what I'm saying? She gave me right every single trip. But
so she's supportive.
Yeah, she definitely supportive. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get out my ways. You know what I'm saying? And focus on music and family more than focus on who watching.
So, okay, getting into the transformation from the streets to the gospel, has it been a lot easier for you to come up with the flow, or is it still like using certain words or maybe presenting the content in a way now where you know it's gonna be really under a spotlight? Like, talk to me about that a little bit, man.
Man, to be honest with you, the wordplay is way easier. Like, instead of trying to figure out when I'm drill rapping and figure out, like, because you want to make sure you have a meaning behind everything you say.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I ain't no capper. You know what I mean? I can't cap in my rap, so I'd rather be honest as possible. So the flow on the gospel side, too easy because I know what God did for me. And I've been through a lot of pain, a lot of struggle. So I bring that out, and plus putting God in together. So it's a beauty thing. It's a beauty thing.
So it's really like your testimony.
Yeah.
It's, you know, in a sense. So it's, okay.
Yeah. So the wordplay is too easy.
And that's it. I mean, but you ever find it a little hard by like not cussing or
no,
you know what I'm saying, or it's completely.
Nah, it's you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've been strictly in church almost a year straight now. I've been going to church every Sundays. It's been a while, you know what I'm saying, since I did any of that stuff. So I finally found the pastor. Shout out to Ford and Faith Ministries. That's where the church I'm under. But like it's hard, man. When coming from being a hip hop artist, like doing drill to gospel. You know what I mean? Everybody definitely supportive, and they ready for it. They ready for me to come out with some heat.
Is that Alvin Lindsay?
Huh?
Who's your pastor? Is that Alvin Lindsay?
Lachelle Woods.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
It's a beautiful thing, though, man. It's very beautiful, man. I wish a lot of artists out here in Lorraine would, you know what I mean, get on the same, get on the same path and, show difference that he's showing. Like a lot of people look at Lorraine and be like, dang,
All sevens.
all drama, all drama.
Mm-hmm.
So steady them sitting up there supporting each other, you don't even get it because it's a competition all the way around in Lorraine, all the way around.
So you're right about that, absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that. So what would you like right now talking to the audience, man, and any artist that may be listening, what's your challenge to them? Like what would you say or recommend that maybe we try to do to tighten up the music community in our city?
Man, be you. Don't man. Everybody want to be Chicago, Detroit. Be you. Be you. Hey, you ain't gotta flash no guns. You put
Right.
cases on yourself.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta flash no gun to show somebody that you about anything.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean? You out here talking about selling drugs, dealing, and all that. Switch it up, man. We got young brothers, black brothers, Puerto Rican, white, like all type of colors out here that's looking at us. That's younger.
Right.
You know what I mean? And our generation right now killing themselves just because of what we started. You know what I mean? So I just feel like if we switch up the music a little bit and start having each other's backs, how everybody else doing in this world, man, we'd be way better, man.
So let me ask you this, man. When it comes to your music, do you have like a management team and all that, or are you still doing the business yourself?
I mean, I got a management team. Shout out to Love Jones Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I got my manager back home in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And then my wife, she my manager too.
Okay.
Shout out to her. You know what I mean? So I got two women that's behind me that's pushing for this dream to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm being stubborn because I don't want to rush it. Because last time when I was doing the drill music, I was rushing it. I wanted to hurry up and be in the spotlight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead be like, okay, saving money.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? You gotta have an appearance.
Absolutely.
You know, everywhere you go, even if you're going outside just to go grab you a bag of chips, you want to look good. You want to, everybody, they watching you. They watching.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know who's
watching.
Right. So it's interesting because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of artists either do understand or don't understand, but I'm going to mention one more time, you have a target audience. Yeah. So at the end of the day, like you said, you can do you and make sure that you market you to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to sound like the next city or the next person or the next thing hot. You know what I'm saying? There's always a market, man.
Yeah.
My man, Lord Grants was on this podcast show last weekend, and he'll tell you he pushing 60. You hear me? And he's still out here grinding. Salute Grants one more time. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
But that just goes to show you. You know what I'm saying? That target market is so important. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand your image, right? You understand your product, and you understand who you marketing to. That's when everything gets a little easier, man.
Yeah, it definitely do get way easier. But if you're not humble, don't go for it.
You know, one of these things too, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been in the game for a long time. And
Man,
the thing that keeps me relevant though is the fact that I know where my target market is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to grab these, 15 to 19-year-olds for real. I mean, if they understand real music and been through something in life, then they're gonna respect what I'm saying and doing. But if not, you know what I'm saying, I understand where my audience is at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I tell every artist, man. It'll be so much easier when you narrow it down.
Yeah.
Everybody's not gonna love you.
I ain't
You know
gonna
what I'm
lie
saying?
to you. I've been a fan for some years. I've been watching you since 2013, 14.
And I respect
you know
it.
what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
appreciate
So
that
I
too.
salute. Like seriously, the first time I ever dropped a song before, it was years ago. I was in Cypha Studios. You know what I mean? I definitely started doing that music shit once I seen how y'all was greedy, y'all was hungry, like y'all was on that shit every single day.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody knew who Cypha was, who Jay Swin was, like, and they still do. So congratulations to y'all guys, man, and keep that up.
Man,
for
I
real.
appreciate
That's
it, man.
real. Y'all push me. You know what I'm saying, to go even harder. Because I put an age, a lot of people put ages on things. Like, hey, you gotta be a certain age to get in the music game. It's like, man, come on,
So,
man.
you know, it's crazy because, check this out, I'm glad you mentioned that. So that was true back in the maybe late 90s, early 2000s, because they were looking for the next young, naive.
Yeah.
Key word is naive.
Yeah.
they didn't really give a damn about nothing else. They wanted somebody that didn't know the game and didn't know the business so they could take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's the same thing now.
Possibly get themselves killed.
Man, listen.
Get all your royalties and everything. Once you dead and gone, then what you gonna do?
We got another podcast show coming up where Screech De Niro will be interviewing Swin, and we're gonna talk about some of the things. I'm an open book for real. And I passed up more opportunities because they weren't right than some people will ever have. I don't say that with nothing more but humility. Like, I'm humble when I say that because my grind was heavy. So I understand, you know what I'm saying, why I got those opportunities. I'm not saying it to boast, but I understand the business too. I learned the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I also encourage artists to do. I tell them all the time, learn about your publishing, learn about, you know, how your royalties are being broken up, learn about those advances that you think is yours for real, learn about them taxes,
Yeah.
you know, because
you gonna have to pay them.
You get $5 million up front, 2.5 is gone.
Easy.
Right off rip. And
Easy.
then everybody else is paid.
Yeah.
So out of that $5 million you owe back, you might have $1 million.
Yeah. Then you know that's the house.
You done bought the jewelry, you done bought the cars because you thought you had $5 million, and now you negative.
Yeah. then you owe the labels. You know what I'm saying?
It's so true, man. Listen, that like I was just looking into some stuff on the way over here where they were talking about how, you know what I'm saying, that Rock Nation might have had something to do with that takeoff situation, but it's because of the money.
Man.
He had a life insurance policy on him, so when you become worth so much money.
It's over with.
Yeah, people will bump you off to cash in.
Yeah.
You become a commodity. That's what it is.
It's crazy.
If I owe you $4 million and I can knock Screech off and that's gonna pay me $6 million, that's your $4 right there. That's coming out of my pocket. So what? We sacrifice Screech, get him up out of here.
Yeah.
I'm paying you. You good? I'm good. We keep it moving.
Yeah.
But that's real life. That's not conspiracy. You know what I mean? And it's just you got to know the business, man.
Yeah.
So like I said, man, I salute everybody that's taking their time to do that because that's gonna take care of you. You know what I mean? We put singles out. Like we put videos out and none of it's protected. That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy
That
as
is
hell.
crazy.
That's crazy as hell.
I don't get it. As an artist, what makes you think that you can just drop it? And that's the thing too. If it was that easy, everybody is doing it, but everybody would be doing it, bro. If it was just that simple, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I said, man, that's a whole nother show. Like I said, I'm gonna be sitting down with Screech here soon and we're doing a one-on-one.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna drop a lot of knowledge, man. A lot of knowledge on me and my career, a lot of the game, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I shoot that out, man, because I was blessed to have mentors that was in the game. So that prevented me from signing bad contracts. You know what I'm saying, with these majors, bro. I've had them, I've read over them, had lawyers look at them, and turned them down. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of money. It is.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that thirsty to where I had to have it. I made a way for myself anyway.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, life is, I'm blessed to be here. I'm thankful to be home and free and be able to get a second chance. And my emotion is still heavy.
Say that.
So that's a blessing in itself, man. But
heck yeah, man.
That's why I was talking to you today now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to hear that you turned your life over too, man.
Yeah,
because that's gonna help you and your family. You know
I appreciate that. That definitely means something to me. Like, I was just out there in Georgia last year, and I was at forgot the studio called, but I was at Studio 3000 where Lil Durk and Lil King Von always record at. And I was in there, man. It was a wonderful thing, but it was weird, cause it was like, I'm around people that's actually like famous in these other studios, and I'm sitting in this one studio. Got my wife, I got a few of my boys in there, and we just chilling. And like, I just get a weird vibe on some basically, they throw the money at you.
Yeah.
They want you to catch it. You know what I'm saying? And when I was out there, it was more of what can we do for you?
Right.
You know what I mean? Steady what I can do for myself and put myself out there. Then I seen some weird shit. And that's what I'm saying this now. I seen some weird shit, and that's what made me be like, I don't want to be in the industry no more. Everybody thinking the industry is what the industry is until you actually get to that doorstep.
You know what, man? The industry really is just about who you know, and the higher up that you get, the more that you find out.
Yeah.
It's way overrated.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost as nearly as much as you think it would, and it's because it's just a matter of knowing who's gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Everybody's gatekeeping.
You got they do. They got that gatekeeper, and if you can't get through that gatekeeper, boy, I'm telling you, I was right there, and I was like, you know what, it was the way the whole situation went. It was only God. Seriously, my wife didn't feel the vibe. She was ready to come back to Ohio.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So the rooms, they paid for the hotel rooms, pizza. They made sure we had. They made sure we was good. But at the same time, it was like, damn, man, I'm not ready for it.
You know, people don't think or understand either, man, that, you know, when you sign with a label, right, all you are is a write-off.
Yeah.
Everything that they're giving you is tax deductible.
Yeah.
So that's just really cutting them brakes on everything that they're doing. It's a business.
Mm-hmm.
So if I sign with Def Jam tomorrow, for an example, I just become part of the Def Jam roster. But at the end of the day, I become their property.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had 3 or 4 records that could have done anything,
You don't own.
I don't own them anymore. Because the first thing they do is buy out your catalog.
Mm-hmm.
They own that. That comes with that deal.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you no longer have a catalog.
Right.
Def Jam has your catalog.
Right.
So they said, you know what? Zapp sounds way better with this record right here. They don't even have to give me credit for it. Because they own me too.
Yeah.
And the likeness during the duration of that deal.
Yeah.
So people don't understand, man. You could get signed. That's the easy part. Get signed.
Easy.
Getting put out.
Hell.
Getting treated fair.
Yeah.
You know, making a real buzz, getting a budget, all that stuff, man. Publishing, making sure you get a percentage before and after the deal. Like, all of that stuff is important, man.
And if they don't like your sound, though, they'll switch it up. They'll tell you how they want you to do this.
Because you know why? That's production and artist credit.
Yeah.
So now the song that you wrote, they reformatted for you.
Yeah.
Now you're co-writers.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah.
So now you don't own that song anymore. Y'all own that song.
Mm-hmm. And everything I dropped, sorry to cut you off, everything I dropped out there, fuck is the studio called, man? Everything that I dropped, though, I ain't even get my music. I ain't get no emails.
So you don't
Everything
own
that I dropped, they still got them inside their studios, mixed and mastered and everything. Probably sold them.
That's demo work.
Yeah.
Because you know they paid for it, right?
Yeah.
So really in all actuality they own those masters.
Right. Yeah, they just got me out of 5 different songs.
So artists, make sure you're paying for your time. Bring a device, hard drive, terabytes, something, computer, laptop, whatever it is you're using, and get your music.
Oh, it was Patchwork Studio. Shout out to my wife to let me know. It was Patchwork. It's big studio out
big time.
there.
Yeah,
big
for
studio.
Sure. If anybody been out there, they know.
It's crazy, man. If y'all don't know what y'all doing, y'all better do y'all homework. This shit is not real, bro. It's not real. It's not how everybody assume it to be, bro. That's the reason why I'm switching stuff up, bro, so I can do it the right way instead of trying to do it they way. You know what I mean?
When can we expect you to drop again? I know
man.
you're working, but when you gonna drop it?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna head up to the studio. Actually, I'll be in Cypha Studio. That's the first studio I want to drop that, you know what I'm saying, that good music, that good vibe, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Screech Scenario, you know what I'm saying, for
So
sure.
whenever Screech, you know, I'm available next weekend, we're gonna drop it, and then the video coming with 09 Films, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Craig.
It's going. And I promise you, this will be the moment of my life that I will actually feel like I'm doing something positive, something great, you know what I'm saying? And just showing these young dudes that the way that the streets is going right now, nowadays, you know what I mean? It's not the look, bro. It's not the look.
Where can they find you at right now? Like on what social media platforms?
Man, y'all can check me out on YouTube, man. I had deleted my Instagram. Shit started getting crazy, bro. So I deleted Instagram. So the only thing I'm moving with right now is my Facebook. Catch me on Facebook, OT Zapp. Check me out on YouTube, OT Zapp 600, you know what I mean? That's the only 2 platforms that, you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with right now. I am out on Apple Music, you know what I mean? But other than that, yeah, you can check me out definitely on YouTube, man. I just dropped a video 2 weeks ago called Pressure, so y'all let me know what y'all think. That's the last drill music you ever hear from OT Zapp.
So I gotta ask you too, for sure, and that's well put. Are you prepared to spit a hot 16 for the people?
Right now?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, let me see.
Anything that you want to.
Let me see. I'm gonna give you a little. I'm gonna give you a little bit of what I've been going on.
Premiered right here on the Cypha Podcast.
Gang. So I was like, I've been searching for better days, living life, trying to stand on a bigger stage, but I'm working for pay to pay. I'm praying to God my family stay in His grace. You can say I'm a runaway, a lot of pain, but I stand in the stormy rain. I thank you in Jesus' name. The battle you face it. My bad. I said the battle you face, and I'm praying you keep it straight. Yeah, that's. I don't even want to get into it too much.
Hey.
Get emotional and stuff.
See where it's at,
about it,
man.
I just wanted to show, just wait for the video, man. Wait for the soundtrack to actually drop, and do not copy or, man, listen. Do not do any YouTube beats. I'm telling you now, because you get one hot song, they will come up and grab yo so fast,
and they pulling it down too.
Yeah, easy.
They're not going to even give you clearance for real.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? We talked about that too. We're going to bring that all back to those YouTube beats. Is cool for buzz, and that's it. You can't put it up and make no money because the producers are not clearing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But once again, man, where can they find you? One more time, just so
one more
people
time.
know.
Facebook, OT Zapp.
Apple Music,
OT Zapp. YouTube, OT Zapp 600.
And you got any shout outs for anybody out there, or anything, any last words in closing that you want to leave with the people, man? We appreciate y'all for tuning in to us.
Shout outs to game, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to all the artists that's out there doing it. I support every single last artist out here, even the ones that I did definitely had, words with before. But shout out Dage Money, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Woo FTO,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them boys in Illyria, man. Terrence McNeil and them, they out there doing
bands, okay.
You know what I mean? So
bands.
who else, man? Who else? Let me not stop, man. Shout out to Smokeout Drosky. He got his own label now, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out Beezy. That's my producer. That's my producer. So, every beat that I get, I pay for is coming from him and Gordino. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guys, man. Real talk, man. That's all. Hey, shout out Rex. Even though we had our problems, shout out Rex, man. Keep doing your things. Mozzie.
Right.
I can go on. I listen to a lot of Flavo. I listen to all of them, man. You know what I mean? Keep going, man. Keep going. That's
Much
straight
love
up
to the city, man. Once
straight
again,
love.
man. OT Zapp.
Gang.
You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Jason, man, aka the Big Homie, man. We thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode. Be on the lookout. If you're looking to join the platform, man, the Cypha Inc. Show, the Cypha Podcast Show at gmail.com.
Come through.
You know what I'm saying? Send us your information and we get you booked. And you come on here, you represent, you talk and we get it going. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jay Swin. Chronicles of Swin coming soon. Catch me on all platforms when it drops. And that's a wrap. We appreciate y'all, man.
Gang. Appreciate that. That was
Definitely
love.
appreciate y'all over here for tuning in with us, man.
That was love.
Much love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Cypha Studios once again for
Cypha,
putting all this together. You hear me?
Big Cypha Inc.
Hey.
Yeah,
Big Cypha.
You already know what it is. YouTube Live. It's a
Yep.
pleasure having y'all tuning in. We out.
We
You
out.
already know what it is.
Blessings.